Turns out my PC's been a lot louder than I was expecting it to be, and yeah, so I'm pretty much just going to have to keep muting my microphone every so often, basically just when I'm not actively talking. So, let's go, shall we? Ah, one of my clerks was just here with a message for you. The students of Baldessian request your presence in Charlene at your earliest convenience. Indebted as I am to our friends, I hope that I too might be of service, but it is you alone that require. If you have no pressing business, pray make your way to the Baldessian Annex at once. Oshka awaits your arrival. In the meantime, I shall continue showing Ashdaya the city. From notable landmarks to people's lives. Still much more for her to see. I will for now, my friend. Look forward to the day when we set forth on another adventure together. It's nice to see them still, like, you know, going around doing stuff. I keep forgetting to, like, re-mute my microphone. It's going to take a little while to get used to that. A warm and hearty welcome to you. I gather you received your message? Or our message, even. Pray wait here while I fetch Kryl and Graha. Thank you for coming on such short notice. Forgive us for sending for you so soon after your trials in the void. Say nothing of your grueling battle against the 12. Now then, we aren't actually the ones who require your presence, but Erenville. He stopped by recently, you see, and asked us to reach out to you on his behalf. Huh? I imagine you're as surprised as we are, given he was supposed to be on, away on a long expedition. Something must have necessitated his change of plans. And he would tell me there is someone who wishes something to meet. He also mentioned he would be tending to business in Studium. Studium? Shall we look from there? Yeah, sure, why not? Why not? Yeah, in all honesty, I don't know what my PC is doing. I just know that it's apparently being very active right now. Now then, where is Erenville? Question is, do we have a voiced cutscene?
Erenville!
Lovely.
Apologies for the wait. I hope I haven't called you away from anything important.
I chanced upon some commissioned items at my destination, so I thought I might deliver them.
Where did you go, if I may ask?
The New World. Tural.
You went to Tural? Then the person who you wish to introduce...
Aye, she hails from there. I present to you...
Well, it seems you've lost her.
Long pause.
Did she wander off?
Sorry. It's just so different here. I can't help but want to explore.
Well, while you were exploring, your candidate came to us. This is him. The adventurer you crossed the seas to meet.
Ooh, you weren't exaggerating. It's plain he's no ordinary man. I'm Uklamat, claimant to the throne of Tulihuela.
I can't place the accent. It's a cool accent, but I can't place the accent.
Tulihuela.
It's Tural's governing nation. The capital bears the same name.
I'll get to the point. I want you to come with me to my homeland.
Given...
Ah, I didn't mean to click that.
Of course.
As given the magnitude of the request, perhaps you should explain why you're
Soon,
making
an
it.
event of great import will be held in Tural. The rite of succession. Taking the form of a contest, it will determine who next ascends the throne. As daughter to its present keeper, I will participate. And I have every intention of winning. I was searching for champions to join me when Erenville told me about you. A mighty warrior who knows no fear, who sweeps aside terrible fiends as if they were reeds, who flew to the edge of existence and saved our star.
She asked who Eorzea's greatest hero was, and so I told her. Much more elegantly, I might add.
Now you know why. You'll come to Tural, yes?
Wait, let's all just slow down. Wuklamat, was it? You claim to be of the royal family, but is it not the Mamulja who rule in Tural?
Tulihuela is a nation of many peoples. Not only the Mamulsha, as some across the seas are quick to assume. That said, its present ruler is a Mamulsha, and one blessed with two heads besides. He's also my father. Not by blood, obviously, but he raised me as his own, and that's what matters.
So that is the way of it. My apologies if I was indelicate.
Hardly. I know little about your land, and nothing about your parentage.
Jesus, that shove.
But in my eagerness, I've gotten ahead of myself. I can't expect you to agree on the spot when we've only just met. If you have any questions, I'll do my best to answer them. Just know, though, that if it's adventure you seek, you could do far worse than come with me. Now, this is only a rumor. But apparently, the contest will involve the fabled city of gold and the legendary beast, Valyarmanda. Tell me that doesn't pique your interest.
Clear room and nothing more.
The details of the contest have yet to be announced. But the rumors come from someone involved in the preparations, so I'd say there's more than a grain of truth to them.
I advise you not to put much store by these rumors. Golden cities are not but a dreamer's fancy.
Says the dreamer who was bent on finding one when he was a child. Just because you failed doesn't mean it doesn't exist.
Tuliolal and the Golden City. Just like in the letter to Grandfather.
Regardless of what the contest may entail, it'll be no simple thing. If I'm to triumph, I'll need capable and dependable companions. So let's go on a hunt together. There's no better way to get acquainted.
Uh-huh. Okay. The chance to see not only Tyrell, but the fabled city of gold besides. This is stuff of grand adventures, my friend. Which is not to say you should hastily accept this invitation, mind. Still a great deal we do not know. So, let's begin to rectify that by first getting acquainted with our visitor in the manner she suggests. Not sure what might be a suitable location for her hunt, however. When I was at the guild earlier, I learned about a petition from researchers on the Isle of Harn. I went there not long ago, called some unruly fauna, of course. According to recent reports, the ordinarily docile fauna have grown savage. I believe they've been unsettled by some manner of predator, and so the researchers seek assistance with identifying and dispatching it. As part of your hunt, perhaps you might answer the petition? Yeah, it isn't far, and we'll be helping those in need. That works for me. Just know I've honed my skills against some of the fiercest beasts in Tyrell. If this creature is, they'd better be able to put up a proper fight. Then, before we've got the chance to get acquainted. Before we can prove ourselves capable and dependable companions. My apologies, but I must see to some preparations. Pray go on ahead to the Isle. I'll join you as soon as possible. It's going to go set up to be a Pictomancer. If the rest of you are ready, let's head to the harbour. This being guild ship business, it would be simple enough to secure a vessel. Or should be simple enough to secure a vessel. There's like not that much. What on earth is that? A fisher there. Okay. I have not yet sorted that. Also, I headed off before I checked where we actually needed to go, so I'm just gonna like zoop down here. Really, the furthest down here I can actually get. a concern, huh? Okay. I'm not going to be able to pick this one up, but I'm going to check out what it is because I'm curious as to what exactly it is. Oh, okay. Still no clue, but you know. So we have to take a ship? Ugh. Let's set foot on dry land. Oh well. Was it for a good cause? A hunt. Come on, let's get going. I don't need to read any of what that was. Fine. It's probably just going like, oh, this is gonna have a lot of cutscenes.
From here, we must walk.
So much ice. It rivals even Dawntrail. Oh, a white bear! I wonder what it tastes like.
Remember, we're here to deal with creatures that have been deemed an unacceptable danger. Do not attack anything else unprovoked.
I know. So this is
disappointed.
the isle where ether literally bursts forth.
Aye, the Isle of Ham. The geysers lie deep inland, however.
You really are knowledgeable. Kona told me nothing about this place.
I doubt your brother managed to come out this way. He's like to have toured facilities like Labyrinthos, however.
The great big cavern under the city. It's amazing that they could make a sky down there complete with a sun.
This brother of yours, he has been to Charlian.
He has. Kono's my second older brother, and until recently he was a student in this city. He went on and on about technological amusements. It made me want to come here too one day. And so I did. I think I understood something of how he felt when I set foot in his beloved studio.
He went to the studio? Your brother must be quite a scholar. But I wonder, like you, he'd be royalty, yes? With such a personage coming to Charlian to receive an education would surely have caused a stir, yet I recall nothing of the sort.
He consulted with the head of the studium beforehand, that his identity might remain secret. Being Mikote, he had no trouble blending in. He's adopted like me, you see. One time, though, he almost let it slip to a professor. It was all he could do to parry the barrage of questions.
Having no shortage of questions myself, I can imagine.
Ask whatever you like. I don't mind. But I maintain hunting together is the best way to get to know someone.
The researchers should be up ahead. Let's find them and learn what we can.
It is pretty cool, pretty cool.
researcher should be just ahead. There. The building to the northeast.
So, ordinarily harmless creatures have grown savage.
Don't know what's got them riled up, but I'll take down any that think to try me. Right, let's hunt our fill.
Looking at her health, I kind of wish I'd gone for
Someone's in trouble.
healer or something.
Yeah, taste my axe.
These animals are usually so docile.
Oh, this Oh, thank goodness you've come. I think you're the one who answered that petition. Wait, aren't you? You are. Adventurer who saved the star. That meeting would be under better circumstances. I was conducting routine inspection of the transporter here when suddenly I found myself surrounded. I find more of the same across the chasm. Once docile animals grown strangely aggressive. My colleagues there can tell you more. If you just give me a moment, I can finish checking our equipment.
You really are famous.
And for good reason, as you'll soon see for yourself.
Don't gas me up too much. This sets up for disappointment.
Quite an interesting contraption you've got here.
Is that our petitioner? Let's go and have a chat.
Hello. An adventurer come to answer my petition, I presume. Most fortunate to have one of your considerable skills here to aid us. A creature of unknown origin had been sighted on the island in recent days. We believe its presence has affected the local fauna. Animals beyond this gate are the worst affected we've encountered thus far. But we dare not go back. Your task is to quell any threats you find, and search for traces of the beast responsible for all of this. If you should find anything, anything at all, we'd be most grateful if you would share it with us. Alright,
I'll handle this. Is that all? Come on, let's pick up the creature's trail. These claw marks. I've seen their like before. It's starting to feel like a proper hunt.
Feathers. But did they belong to the predator or the prey?
So, how do you prefer our prey? Roasted or raw?
You presume it's even safe to eat? fresh. Whatever this beast, it cannot be far. Let's head back and report what we found.
I love how that swaps to speak with the cornered researcher. Oh wait, did it say concerned? It says concerned. Oh, why can I not read?
Powerful wings and razor-sharp talons. Worthy prey. Ah! What is that thing? It speaks?
It's heading towards the falls.
I'll stay with the researchers. The creature, I leave to you.
Come, Woklamat.
Right.
That's a big bird.
Just so we're clear, I wasn't startled by the beast earlier. It caught me by surprise, that's all.
Forgive me, but I failed to see a difference.
I'm getting hungry. Let's be done with this so we can eat. Think you're clever, huh? I'll rip off that beak and roast you on a spit! Talk all you like, Bird. I'm going to have the last laugh. Oh, I'm going to enjoy sinking my teeth into you.
Nice, 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 nice. What's that objective just up there? Alright then. I'll rebuff that one.
Throw everything you have at it.
And there we go. Down it goes. I'm going to mute again now.
And I had barely limbered up.
It was a terrible foe, but no match for your axe.
Only to be expected. You were pretty impressive yourselves. I was right to invite you on a hunt. But what a curious bird that was. Though we have similar in Tural, they don't grow so big or use such dirty tricks.
Dirty tricks? Dirty tricks?
Aye, dirty and despicable. Otherwise, I could have easily...
Leave this to me. terribly, terribly sorry to have kept you all waiting.
She arrived as I was seeing the researchers to safety. It was all I could do to keep up with her after I explained what happened.
So this is what you meant by seeing to preparations?
After hearing of the contest, I thought how wonderful it would be to join you. In coming here, I wanted to demonstrate my skill at arms to Wuklamut. Alas, it seems I missed most of the action.
That was amazing! The piece didn't stand a chance!
I'm glad to have been of service.
May I ask what inspired this change?
You will recall the time you descended to the ethereal sea in search of Heidelin. Recognizing that my skills were inadequate, I chose to provide support from afar, rather than join you. It was the same when you set forth for Ultima Thule. How it pained me to stay behind, again and again. That's what inspired this change. Ever since the final days were averted, I've used every spare moment to hone my craft. As you all have adapted your methods to suit the circumstances, I started by considering how I might best contribute. And after much deliberation, I arrived at my answer. With the esoteric art passed down by the legendary Arkham
Little
realm,
Spriggan.
Pictomancy. As I recall, you have embraced versatility to effectively complement a certain someone's style. What I do is much the same. Like you, I don't want to be left behind.
Indeed. I must say, you appear to be especially keen on being involved in the ritual of succession. Is there any particular reason?
Yes, there is. This letter from Tuli Yolal. It was addressed to my grandfather Galuf, and turned up among the students' archives. The ink was faded, so I couldn't fully make out the sender's name. Galul, someone.
Jaja. Gulul Jaja. That's my father, the Dawn servant. What does the letter say?
While much of it isn't legible, it appears to be a request to investigate the Golden City.
A request to investigate the Golden City? From the Dawn Servant himself?
Well, well. Seems it may be more than a rumor after all.
Being a member of the royal family, it was my hope that you could confirm the authenticity of this letter.
I can say for a fact that my father didn't write this. Given how culturally diverse Tuliyolal is, it was decided some time ago that a common language was needed. But instead of elevating an existing tongue and its speakers above all others, we looked to those widely spoken overseas and created an altogether new one. The similarities to your common tongue also make it quite easy to communicate in these situations, no? This letter, however, is entirely in Eorzean. If Father had written this, it would have been in Turali. And what's more, it bears a wax seal. We don't bother with them.
So the letter is fraudulent, then?
Oh, I didn't mean to say that. My father's signature is genuine, as far as I can tell, so perhaps he simply dictated it.
I see. Oh, thank you for the confirmation. It seems my grandfather indeed had dealings with Tuli Yolal. I can't help but be curious as to what exactly he was doing there. In order to help us decide on a course of action, would you mind if I asked you some questions about your home?
By all means. After all, learning about one another was the purpose of this hunt. We can talk while feasting on this fellow. I, for one, am starving.
We're eating that.
Yes, Ra, don't be rude. You should eat the hunt. With wildlife pacified and researchers safe, our task is complete. It just leaves the matter of the Calibri meat. Better or worse, there's really only one place we can take it to here in Shalian. Last stand. Come, let's see what Dickon can cook up for us. Yeah, mate, I brought you this massive dead bird. What can you do with it? I mean, technically there's here and there's like the stadium. Is that a stadium or is that? Yeah. I put phenomenon. Phenomenon. Well now, there's a famished face if ever I've seen one. What can I get for you? Can you cook this? Oh, bird meat from the hunt, you say? Leave to me, I have just the recipe. It's a new dish I recently learned from some sailors. And for you lot, it's on the house. Have as much as you like, you hear? Ah, thanks.
Come, come. Let's enjoy the bounty of our first outing together. I'd heard that Charlayan cuisine was terrible, but this is fantastic.
What is this? Oh, it smells spicy.
Oh, come now. Since when did you become so soft? It's not like we don't have spicy food in Tural, too.
That was a mistake.
According to Dickon, intensely hot dishes have become popular in Razadhan after a traveller ordered a curry with several times the usual amount of spice.
Whoops.
So he started offering the same in order to please the growing Harnish population here in Shalian.
You alright over that, kid?
It's nothing I can't handle.
Tears in eyes and everything. Oof. Yeah, try and purge it that way.
Your boorish manners reflect poorly on the both of us. I wish you would consider your station.
I swear, sometimes it feels like you open your mouth only to criticize.
Would I be correct in assuming you've known each other for a long time?
Aye, thick as thieves since we were little.
I beg to differ. She is a long-standing acquaintance. Nothing more.
I see. I see.
All this time you were from Tural. Oh, would that I had known sooner. There's so much I'd like to ask.
You and everyone else. I've kept it quiet so as to avoid the endless interrogations.
Well, if he's going to be a miser, I'll be happy to tell you about our homeland instead. Since ancient times, many peoples have called Tural home, and they've been fighting each other for nearly as long. The fighting finally stopped some 80 years ago, when the reigning Dawn Servant unified the disparate communities and founded a new nation.
And that's how Tuliolal came to be.
Since then, we've enjoyed an era of uninterrupted peace. But my father is getting old, and he wishes to relinquish the throne to a worthy successor. One who can preserve his legacy. Including myself, there are 4 claimants to the throne. But while we all have the right to participate, one among us cannot be allowed to rule.
A man who is too ambitious by half. Word of the Garlean Empire's collapse has reached Tural. While most are simply relieved, he sees weakness to exploit and would lead our armies across the seas on a campaign of conquest.
After everything my father has done to give us peace, he would drag us back into war. I can't allow it. No matter what, I must win this contest.
I understand your reasons. But this being an event that will dictate the course of your nation's future, is it appropriate for outsiders like us to be involved?
Oh, it's more than appropriate. The Dawn Servant himself expressly encourages it. The ruler of Tural must navigate the intricacies of myriad cultures, and there's no better way to prove oneself qualified to do so than to work with foreign allies. That's why I sought you out. Through our hunt, I've confirmed that you're a warrior of considerable skill, but more importantly, one of good character as well. And so I ask you, will you lend me your strength and help me win the throne of Tulihualal? You don't need to decide right this moment. But I will need you if I'm to triumph over the competition. I'll stay here as long as I can while waiting for your answer.
In that case, allow us to prepare a room for you at the Baldessian Annex.
That's very kind of you. Oh, and one more thing. Once we finish eating, would you mind if I took the rest of the meat?
Fair, I guess. With a Wuklemat as the makings of ruler, I couldn't say. But I do know that she cares deeply for her nation and her people. Whether you choose to help her, though, is for you and you alone to decide. Think on it well. Now then, last time I reported our mission success for the guild trip. I would have done so sooner, except Her Highness needed to have her royal meal. I should come by the annex later. Till then, money. Ooh. Well, I dare say we now have a fair grasp on Wuklemat's situation. Since you've been afforded time to consider her invitation, why not use it to learn more of Turan? Nimnan is bound to have some information on the continent. Certainly wouldn't help to be better informed, or just the thought of burying myself in books is making me sleepy. I do kind of feel sleepy though. We're talking about mysterious lands and unknown wonders here. I'm confident we're referring reports so thrilling as to drive out any thoughts of napping from your mind. Come, my friend. Let's be off to the archives. It'd probably been better to just like map travel up here and then run down, but it's fine. Already like part of the way there. Just thought that will help us move a bit faster, won't it? Unblemished book. Impossible to adequately discuss Eosian cuisine without speaking of that land from which many of our modern-day staples hail. The far western continent of Tural. Ogre pumpkins, ruby tomatoes, even the ubiquitous potato. These crops and more that regularly grace Eosian dining tables trace their origins to the New World, as the place is known to most. The tale of this culinary immigration begins in the year 1498 of the 6th Astral Era. The Leminson sailor named Ketenram successfully traversed the Indigo Deep, arrive at the therefore unknown continent. Ketenram spent several moons exploring inland. Sorry about that. He encountered the in the course of which he encountered the denizens of the sprawling nation of Mamulja. He was even granted an audience with their supreme leader, whose confidence he won, along with permission to roam freely. Ketenram would return to Tural several times, but during his first expedition he charted the land and gathered a myriad root vegetables and seeds to bring back to Limsa. The most notable of these was the papoto, whose ease of cultivation and nutritional value saw it spread to all corners of Eorzea. Produce was far from the only bounty Ketenram's expedition to Tural. Oh, far from the only bounty of that expedition. Okay. Ay. Ah. Ooh. Sorry, why am I so sleepy? Many tantalizing recipes, such as the bean-filled burrito, and gripping legends such as the Golden City, reached our shores by the way of his ship. To those outside of Ketenram's circle, Tural largely remains shrouded in mystery, yet its influence on our cuisine cannot be overstated. Many scholars, myself included, would relish the chance to immerse themselves in the culinary culture of that faraway continent. Go further back and then we'll end on this one by the door. Every land has given rise to unique wildlife, and the continent of Tural is no exception. Yet, while some of her creatures have become a familiar sight in Eosia, many and more exist that are rarely seen this side the Indigo Deep. This tome introduces a select variety of species as described in the testimonies of sailors and adventurers. Alpaca, accustomed to the Tural's craggy mountain ranges, this four-legged beastkin has been domesticated for seemingly hundreds, if not thousands of years. The soft white fleece is highly prized by weavers, while their strong legs and sure-footedness make them capable beasts of burden. Wyvera. Wyvera? I'm pretty sure I've seen them before. This ferocious scalekin is native to the dense jungles of Tural. The Mamulja have succeeded in taming them and utilize their prodigious strength for manual labor. Given their immense size and power, it becomes no surprise that the Wyvera would also be employed as siege beast. Enemy fortifications cannot long withstand this horde of brutes' rampage. Valgamanda. That's one of the things that I mentioned in the Rite of Succession. Turali folklore holds that this bird-like creature is the mightiest of beasts, the very embodiment of nature's power. Whether it exists beyond myth however, is uncertain. Let's begin by comparing the geographical characteristics of the three great continents, Tural and Tural. The former stretches from east to west and lies entirely within the northern hemisphere. In contrast, the latter extends to the far reaches of the both northern and southern hemispheres. The difference immediately presents itself in the form of climate variance. Shifts in climate tend to be gentler when moving east to west, but harsher when moving north to south. Owing to this fact, longitudinal migration is far more common in history, whether it be by men, animals, or plants. A case in point is the Algans who rose to power in Alnod before advancing east to Ilsabad. The movement would be mirrored thousands of years later by the Gallians. Meanwhile, although the disparate tribes of Tural waged war with one another for generations, limited by the climate, none would make great headway north or south. Tribes hailing from the frozen lands withered beneath the desert sun, while those that thrived in open plains could not pierce the dense jungle. Such was the way of it, until the leader of the Mamulja succeeded in bring the continent under one banner. Given the land's divided history and the reason thereof, one cannot help but be in awe of this feat. Truly it's a testament to the Autark's greatness. I don't think I've ever heard that word before, Autark. To be fair, there's a few words in this that I've never encountered before. There you are. Blue-covered book. The origins of blue magic can be traced back to the esoteric practices of the Wallaki, a tribe in the distant continent of Tural. The tribe holds nature in the highest, and in seeking to cultivate a spiritual connection with it, they've learned to harness the power of the wildlife around them. In exchange for teaching them the common tongue, I was permitted to live there among them and train in their ways. Those days were some of the most grueling I remember, but they were tremendously rewarding. For instance, I had the privilege of visiting Lapis Canyon, the tribe's sacred grounds. It's so named for the cerulean deposit that wells up to the surface, turning the entire canyon a brilliant blue. Under a shaman's watchful eye, I managed to master the Walki's art and make them animals' powers my own. As no name existed for it in the common tongue, I took the liberty of naming it blue magic. The reason I chose this colour, as you will have doubtless gleaned, the significance it holds to the Walki. Well, I cannot think of a name more fitting to honour the people from whom this noble magic was born. Having perused a wide selection of books relating to Tural, you are somewhat better informed about your potential destination. But here will be eager to know what you have discovered. Should you wish to read those books again, read for the reference page. I should have gone this route. Do I have anything that can... No, I've nothing close enough to that. Okay, no worries. I'll leave that for now then. You have the library to your satisfaction, have you? Excellent. Well, there are a few books wholly dedicated to the subject of Tural. Dare say you've found tidbits of useful information scattered here and there. But come, continue this outside. Mammoths do not take kindly to chatter. Navigating between the zones is going to be awful then, isn't it? If it's all north-south. Yeah then, quite keen to hear your honest impressions. Couldn't help but notice that we read the very same book on cuisine. Pleasantly surprised to find references to Tural within. Among them, did anything in particular pique your interest? For photos, I found a new appreciation for them. Yeah, I was rather taken with the tale of Kitten Ram. Mostly because it's a struggle for me to pronounce his name. Ah yes, the renowned Leminson explorer who traversed the Indigo Deep and discovered the unknown West. And his accomplishments didn't end there. He travelled to Tural extensively, and even forged a friendship with the Dawn Servant. We were able to meet Kettenram. Things learned. Alas, all this happened now 80 years ago. He may no longer be alive to tell his tales. But, moving on. You have the chance to learn all about the fauna of Tural. Given your adventuring background, I expect the topic would interest you. I learned about Veligamanda. Now, why do I get the impression you're imagining pitting your skills against the fell beast? Unfortunately, I've found scant details on your would-be prey. One source simply described it as an enormous winged creature, with scales hard as steel that rules the skies. I should like to see it with my own eyes, presuming it even exists. Thought I heard familiar voices. Hello. Fancy running into the two of you here. Well, some research of your own, do you? Aye. We hope to arm ourselves with knowledge that may benefit the Gallian people. Having forged a new trade agreement with Radzatan, they will next look to foster relations with other nations. This includes former imperial provinces. In view of this, we hope to find hints in history on how neighbours of different races and ideologies might engage with each other. And what of the two of you? What endeavour brings you here this day? Researching Tural. There's big monsters out there. Where are you going to butt them? composed of the disparate peoples of Tural. I dare say this is precisely the kind of example we seek. We do well to read up on Tudiolal ourselves. The contest is... are they the only one allowed to help with help Wuklamat? There was no mention of such restriction as I recall. On the contrary, Wuklamat gave us the impression she could have several champions. I think I know how to make the most of our respite. Well, we have planning to do. I'll say wait. See, my plans have changed. Excuse me. Quick rest on our laurels. Come, let's return to the annex. Yes, let's. Meow. I said meow, but like walking slower. This will get the black screen and the red text. Yellow text. I suppose that'd come at the very end of the quest where you hand it in. Yeah, we're just gonna zoop over there with the Ethernet. And what I meant by that is, like, you're looking at the moon. No. A very green star. I might think there's stuff that happened last patch. Might have been last patch.
It's just... Despite all that we've learned, I can't help but feel we've yet to hear the whole story. What about you, my friend? Are you inclined to accept or refuse Wuklamat's request?
I think we're still undecided. You know what? No, I'll never say no to a new adventure.
Ha! I thought you might say that. With an intrepid attitude such as yours, I believe all shall be well. Be it the contest or something else, there will be many trials for you to overcome at your destination. But in the course of seeing new lands and meeting new people, you'll surely find a way forward. That's what adventurers do, is it not? Such a journey would be the envy of many a scholar. Distant as it is, Tural remains largely unknown to us, with only meager records to be found in Numenon. The experiences to be had, all the things you might hear, feel, and think. It's enough to stir me to the core. Life is a series of journeys, my friend, and there's no telling what awaits us on the long road. But what's important is to be true to yourself as you walk it. Only then can we hope to be content when we arrive at the end of one and step forward into another. Ah, but there's an idea. I have a matter to attend to at the Agora. Please, go on inside. I will join you shortly.
Just nicely, just like, you know, taking a nice little stroll. They're like, oh wait, I forgot about a thing. Proper sprints. Welcome back. You're looking for Wuklemat? She's currently with the others in her chamber. If you like, I can go fetch them for you. Yeah. Understood. Please wait in the main hall. Right, mate.
You have the look of someone who's made up their mind. Go on then. Let's hear it.
I shall boldly. I wish to go boldly where I've never gone before. Or, I've never been one to turn down an adventure, I'll do it. Yeah, I'll go boldly where I've never gone before. It is the true action.
Then you need me as much as I need you. Together we'll blaze new trails in Tural.
You're not planning to leave without us, are you? Alphino, Alice! What are you two doing here?
We happened to cross paths at Numenon earlier, you see, and I told them about Wuklemat. And when we fortuitously met again at the Agora just now, they expressed an interest in meeting our visitor.
Ah, you must be the twins who are sneaking after Erenville as toads.
100 things about us you could have told her, and you chose that!
Oh, beautiful.
First impressions last.
I love it. I love it.
'Tis an honor and a pleasure to make your acquaintance, Your Highness. Alphino Leveilleur at your service, and this is my sister Alize.
Oh no, let's not do that. I really can't stand titles. So, you want to participate in the contest too, is that right?
Indeed we do. We've been assisting with the rebuilding effort in Garlemald. Yet while progress is being made, the question remains of how the nation might reconcile with its neighbors. We believe there is much we might learn from Tuliolal, a nation founded on unity. And in return for this honor, we would spare no effort in supporting your claim.
The more the merrier, I say. And I'd be keen to learn about Eorzea and Garlemald from you as well.
Having recruited so many committed and capable allies, I presume you have no need for my continued assistance?
Nonsense! Like I told you before, you're indispensable. They're strong, aye, but strangers to our land. They need someone to guide them. to point out the dangers and spare them grisly deaths. I can't think of anyone better suited to that task than you. What's more, despite your assertions, I know you haven't given up on the City of Gold.
As I recall, Kryl, you were the first to state your desire to visit Tural.
Perhaps I was. Still, I can't help but worry about being away just when our order is beginning to find its feet again.
You have nothing to worry about. I haven't forgotten how you held the fort while I set off to explore Alzadal's legacy. It's only fair that I return the favor. Pray, leave the students to Ojika and me.
But, Raha...
You want to retrace your grandfather's steps, don't you?
Yeah,
This
there's
is
a
a rare
lot there,
opportunity,
Joe.
and I insist that you seize it.
Thank you, Raha. Thank you.
Well, looks like it's settled. I'm counting on you all to help me win the throne.
I suppose now is a good time to show you what I spent a small fortune on at the Agora. There. This, my friends, is the latest map of the world, created to celebrate our friendship with the Loporrits. Cast your eyes west of Sharlayan, for there it lies. The site of your next great adventure, Tural.
Interesting how they kind of increased the size of the map there too. It's not like World of Warcraft where they're just like, ah, well, there's fog there. We'll just get rid of some of that fog, there's your island. Like the, is it Vilbrand? The one with Limsa on it. They've essentially like moved that from the bottom corner, more of a central spot, and they've just like added the island in next to it. Yeah, I'll be muted while this goes on, because apologies, I don't want to be like yawning in your ear all the time. And I'm pretty sure my computer's probably still being quite loud. So yeah, I'll just mute. I'll still be here, but I'll be muted. I will say I like the art that they've done for this cutscene. Very nice. I always appreciate how the end cutscene always goes through special moments from that section. So after you beat Endsinger, for example, you get your base you get snapshots from base Endwalker. And then for this one, we're seeing snapshots from the post-patch stuff. I always appreciate it. Bit chilly, isn't it? Oof. Sorry, I've only just seen the notification for it now. I don't know if you're still around, but thanks for the follow, Ruben Miller. Is appreciated. Not sure what I'm going to do for food after this, you know. I might do pasta. I might do something with eggs. Not pasta with eggs though. Maybe pizza, I'm not sure. I'm kind of hungry though. But I guess that's something to sort out afterwards. Yeah, pretty much all that we're going to do is wait out the credits, because these folks deserve whatever recognition I can give them. And more. Yeah, so we're gonna hand in this question and that'll probably be it for stream today. Depending on what time it is when we finish, I don't imagine it'll be close to 6. But if it is, I might send you to Stan. But I'm gonna mute that so it doesn't come through. Who's live at the moment? Got Sam doing Monster in the World, Daz doing Cabinet Dreams. I'll be honest, I can't hear this song without thinking of that version that someone made on like YouTube. It's got like all the elemental lords just like singing. So just to display the one that I always think of with it. We'll put it forward a bit. Like, someone's basically got that, but they put like lyrics to it and stuff. It goes through like each of the elemental lords. Yeah, like music's familiar, it's just I feel like this is either something to do with Garlemald or it's yeah, I suppose that makes sense. That it might be Golbez. I was just thinking it's either Garlemald or Golbez. I literally just I was saying it might be Garlemald or as soon as I hit or, like Golbez just showed up on the preview, so it's like probably Golbez. I do appreciate how they like sort of redeemed Golbez in recent story. Because like, yes, he was doing bad stuff because like, you know, trying to invade another reality just so that their reality can end somewhat. But like, at the end of the day, it's like you've been trapped in a cycle of not dying for like hundreds of years, if not thousands of years, probably just hundreds. Like, you can understand why they are the way they are. It's just nice that they can work towards trying to fix the star now. Especially with that one there gone now, Zeramus. Gonna help not having the like a void sent version of Zodiac. Definitely help not having a void sent Zodiac there. Sorry about that. That was him saving Ashdaya. At least what was left of Ashdaya. On the upside, seeing these characters now makes me think we're probably close to the end, like within 10 minutes, I would say, of the end of the credits. Right, I'm going to turn my microphone off again because I need to turn my heater on and it's going to be very loud for you, so yeah. I'll be back. Oh, I should probably say the reason I have to turn my heater on, so I can see my breath, which, as you can tell, that means it's kind of cold. It's kind of required. There's a lot of darkness going on right about now, huh? I keep seeing clips of stuff from like Spider-Man movies and what have you. And it makes me think I should really get like, I'm probably gonna need to upgrade my system for it, but I do plan on playing like the new Spider-Man games. Because Spider-Man is probably my favourite Marvel hero. Like, a lot of them are very cool. Some of them quite literally very cool. But Spidey's always been my favourite. I know there's been like quite a lot of Spideys over the multiverse and what have you. But Spidey's definitely my favourite. Which actually is the enemies? I should probably check that. Oh, that's quite pricey, okay. So for Marvel Spider-Man Remastered, it's $49.99. For Miles Morales, it's $39.99. Oh wow, there's a Spider-Man pinball set. Right, £1.50. Sorry, I would be commenting more like Final Fantasy related stuff, but well, there's not really a lot to comment on that I haven't already commented on. I mean, Dawntrail sounds like it's going to be cool. It's about the best I've got. Ooh, to attack that superhero. What other superhero games have we got? Batman, okay. We're not going to go to that one. Batman the Enemy Within, Arkham Origins. A mobile game called Zero Zero. Yeah, Prototype, that's yeah. I'm pretty sure I have a Batman game. Arkham City, that's one I've got. Ooh. Oh, it's a visual novel, never mind. I was excited for a second there. I saw it again for Atom Eve from Invincible. I was like, ooh, very nice. Yeah, what I would say is if you're not okay with like 18 plus material, go careful browsing Steam. Because there is a lot of stuff. It's like not great for people under 18. Well, I'll say not great. Shouldn't be seen by people under 18. Hopefully they're only showing up on mine because, like, I am over 18. Hopefully that's the reason that they're, like, visible. Ooh, present mode. My hero one's just this too. No cap at the moment. I just realised I should be keeping the microphone off anyway at the moment because I got the heater on, so it's okay, just constantly in the background. Not gonna lie, I might scroll it up a bit. Change scroll speed a smidge. Is it that? Right. Apparently I don't know where these keys are. Because it says num 2. So I press... Unless maybe it's that. Aha! Okay. Yeah, so it turns out those keys are like sort of locked. Unless I press an unlock. Yeah, we can listen to this while we wait. Not gonna lie, I was kind of expecting the special credits to be the literally very end. And it kind of was. Right, well, let's go hand in our quest then. No, that is... Unless you wonder about your passage to Thrall, Erenville will arrange a ship through his guild. You need only worry about your own preparation. Speaking of which, take this with you. A rugged and ready knapsack. Hold on a second, I need to... oh, I was too low. It'd serve you well on your coming adventures. Now, I'm not sure when departure will be, but rest assured, I will let you know when I hear something. Oh, when I hear something. Till then, please take your ease. I thought that said please take a seat. Yeah, just sit over there for a few months, it's fine. This will get the... Meanwhile, in Nimsa la Minsa...
When does the next ship set sail?
May I ask your destination?
The north and east, I've already seen. I suppose I'll head west this time.
West, you say?
Meanwhile, in old Charlie.
I see you've made up your mind. I had a feeling you'd be keen.
But to think that our comrades too are thither bound. Fate doth work in mysterious ways.
Indeed. It will be a grueling task, having to contend with them.
If the prospect doth trouble thee, 'tis not too late to decline the petition. Though thine expression would suggest thou art far from perturbed.
Oh, how could I possibly be, knowing what's to come?
Then let us delay no further and secure passage on a vessel.
Aye. This will be a mission to remember.
Why'd you look at me when you said that?
Come, my friend. We make for Tural.
I can't place exactly why, but that walking animation just looked weird to me. They're just so animated.
Tell me, have you been to the ruins beneath the waters of the Bounty? Or the treasure islands beyond the frozen waters of Blind Frost in Offerd's north? The fabled golden cities of the New World?
There is his red text. We anchor now, the tide is high. I forgot to read the second part. Row forth to break Horizon's bond, and tread something. I missed the second part too now. But yeah, that will probably be it for me today. Yeah, there's not really much to do now till... Well, I mean, there's Hildebrand that I could do, but I need like 750 more of these green rocks, and I don't fancy doing what I need to do for them just yet, so yeah. Thanks for tuning in. We're going to be calling it there, and I don't think anyone else is live right now that I would usually raid. Yeah, nah. So we're just gonna call it that. So thanks for stopping by. I shall catch you next time, and I hope you have a wonderful evening, morning, afternoon, evening, night, whatever time it is for you. I hope it's a great time of the day. Bye.